important thing to know when giving feedback, and the most important thing to keep in mind, is that no matter how right we are, if the feedback we're giving, right, is totally correct and we are 100% truthful and honest and it's real, it is really easy to give feedback in a way that makes people not listen and actually makes things worse. And especially if we come at it like a jerk, and especially if we're talking about feedback about something someone is doing wrong, more often than not, we do it in ways that make people not listen and make things worse. So let's think of an example of a friend, right, where they're doing something that's not so helpful to themselves. We might say, you're doing that wrong, you're being so stupid. If you just come straight to your friend and say that, chances are, one, you're not really going to help them because they're not going to hear you because nobody wants to listen to a jerk. And two, they might even cause conflict between you and hurt your relationship, which of course does not solve the problem. Same thing with your family. It doesn't matter if you're totally right. If you just yell at your parents or your brother or sister about something they're doing wrong without trying to say it in a way that they can hear, you're gonna make things worse. Teachers, right? Like sometimes, hey, teachers make mistakes, but if you just come at them and be like, hey, you're doing this wrong, or this is dumb, or something like that, and you're being rude, even if you're totally right, sorry, they're not going to want to hear it, right? And that will go on into the rest of your life working with coworkers or bosses. The first, most important rule about giving feedback is to remember that feedback is hard to hear, and that if we don't say it in a way that is kind, in a way that people want to listen to it, then there's no point giving it at all. So that's the first rule. From here, we're going to look at a lot of different things that go into feedback besides just how we bring it up, but definitely want to keep that in mind as the number one rule as we go forward.